All right, thank you so much for staying with Daybreak. You just got here and we're already talking about it. So like I mentioned, every Friday, it's a conversation, nothing serious, nothing BBI, nothing life or death, nothing black or white. It's just a gray area. Your view is what matters to us. At Trevor Mbiji at Citizen TV Kenya, #Daybreak. We are talking about the dating formula. In the 21st century, you know what's going on right now. We're involved in very many entanglements, no commitments. Is it because of our upbringing? Or is it because of the previous disappointments that we've seen? What do you look for in a partner, even if you're told that, okay, today you need to, like we always say, utaoa lini? What are you looking for in a partner? That's what we're looking for right now. Let me introduce my guest real quick. Owago Nyiro, comedian, is joining us on Skype. Thank you so much for making time. Andrew Kibe, media personality, is also joining us on Skype. We'll be speaking to him in just a bit. Seli Amutabik Kadot, someone you don't need any introductions to, is also with me in studio, radio personality. Thank you so much for making time. And Tabitha Nyambura, also known as DJ Tabs, aka the head girl, is also here, gospel DJ. Thank you so much for making time this morning. I'll start with the sober-minded people, so to speak. They're the ones who will bring in the whole issue of religion, the Bible. This is the DJ, Tabs, and Selika Dot. But let's start with DJ Tabs.
Yeah.
So, what do you look for in a partner?
First of all, like you said, I'm bringing the biblical aspect. So obviously the first thing that you have to look for is someone that is saved. That is those who are Christians. Or if you're any other religion, you have to look for someone who shares your religion, or someone who believes in God, or someone who believes in a higher power. You know, there are those who believe in other higher powers. So you have to look for someone who believes in God. Number two, you have to look for someone who shares the visions that you also share. You know, when you're looking for someone, you have to share. When you're dating, you have to share the visions that you have. You know, you have to share, what do I want to be in future? What do I want to do? Where do I want to go? And that way, that person will be able to know, does this person fit in the vision I also have for myself? So I think the most important thing should be that they share the same religious belief as you do. And then number two, you share the same visions, and you know that in your future, there's somewhere that you're heading together.
So, Tabs, if you believe in a higher God, but not necessarily the same religion, does that work?
It can work, and it does work here and there. As long as you sit down, of course, when you're dating, that is what dating is for, so that you can be able to know each other in and out. So you're able to tell this person is from this religion, and can I be able to subscribe to the same religion? Because you can find that there are people who are Christians, but maybe there's someone who goes to SDA church, and then the other one goes to a Catholic church. Especially, you find that there's some contention here and there. But if you sit down and agree during the dating time and see, okay, we can be able to compromise here and there, then there's nothing wrong with that.
All right, Sally, what do you think?
Interesting. Actually, I share in her first sentiments about being God-fearing and somebody who probably believes in a higher being. That is number one for me. Number two, I need somebody who is very secure because of my line of work. You know, somebody who's very secure, very comfortable with themselves. Number three, a visionary, as Tabs also mentioned. Somebody you share a future in terms of a vision. You're seeing yourselves going somewhere together. Yeah. Then I need somebody who's sober-minded and a good communicator. Yes, very important. Textationship will not work. Blue ticked from morning till evening. No, anyway, tusimwage mtama kwanza, wacha iendelee.
Sawa, wacha tusikie kwanza, alafu tuende kwa ground sasa. Owago. What are you looking for? Yes. Kwanza wewe utaoa lini tuanze hapo?
Nitaoa lini?
Yes.
God's timing is the best.
Amen. Amen.
That's a good answer. But what are you looking for in a partner, Owago?
Because you always hear people say Yesu ni Bwana. Yesu ni Bwana ya wanaume, Yesu ni Bwana ya wanawake. Everybody says Yesu ni Bwana. So I think with this generation, marriage is a scam.
Okay, why would you say that?
Truth be told.
Yeah.
You see, we have those couple who we look up to, we admire. Then all of a sudden, boom, ndio watu wa scandal, ndio wameachana. So you are like, if it doesn't work for this couple, then I don't think there's marriage in this life.
Okay. But are you basing your relationship on the couples that you see or on yourself?
Me, myself, you know. What? Yani, you know, Kenyan marriage with this generation, let's be 100% assured that it is a scam. That is one.
Okay.
Then it depends, you know, 80%, well, let's say 80% is a scam, but 20% are real. So, kupata hiyo 20%, it's only when you're lucky.
But sasa kama wewe as Owago, when you're out there, what are you looking for in a partner?
What my father looked for.
Which is what?
A good wife.
What is a good wife, Owago?
A good wife is a God-fearing woman. These Kenyan girls always pray in clubs.
Okay.
In fact, Kenyan woman akienda church aogi, akienda club anaoga. You see?
Yeah.
Even God himself, when you marry such a woman, no blessings.
Okay.
Yes.
Hold that thought in just a bit. We're coming to dissect that in a bit. Andrew Kibe, kwa ground sasa, how is it? What are you looking for in a woman?
Bro, I'm not looking for a woman.
Okay, why not?
Why are people looking for each other? What's the problem? Why are you feeling so insecure about yourself?
So are you advocating for people to stay single?
As long as you can.
And why is that?
Because that's the only way you'll develop. Otherwise, imagine umetoka high school. Ukimaliza high school tu hivi, unaingizwa wapi? Uni. After university, everybody's looking at you to get married. When will you discover who the hell you are?
But the idea is to support each other, no?
Sasa hata unasikia wanawake wanasema, I want a man who will do what? What are you talking about? You even know what you want.
But what about the union of marriage, Andrew? Isn't it time that people talk about it on a serious note? Because our forefathers used to get married, they used to support each other and grow together. Why do we have to be on our own as this generation?
Right now, statistics are saying 3 in every 4 marriages is collapsing.
But isn't it collapsing because of infidelity and things that can be controlled?
How can you control infidelity? How do you control whether you like somebody or not? Kama sasa wewe, mwenye producer nimeangalia picha yake nikasema, oh.
That's Winnie. For the record, Winnie is married. Andrew Kibe, just for the record, Winnie is married. That's the producer of the show.
It doesn't make a difference, bro. How do you control that?
Aren't you supposed to control yourself, Andrew?
How do you control yourself from feeling hungry?
Wow.
These are natural, what are they called? It's a natural occurrence. It's not me who's deciding.
So you're saying completely you cannot decide. Then let's talk about the issue of multiple partners then. So are you then supposed to have multiple partners, Andrew, according to you?
100%. There's no man who should be with one woman. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of resources. There's so many women out there who need men. But sasa huyu mwanamke mmoja amemkalia, amemfinyilia, hataki huyu jamaa aende akashare resources. Women, you need to be fair. Start letting your man have more than one woman. It's very important.
But is the man supposed to declare this to the woman?
He doesn't have to. Well, as a woman, you should know the game. You should know that this man cannot give you at all.
And the reverse, is the reverse allowed? Can the woman have more than one man?
How is that possible? It doesn't make any sense.
But that is double standards,
Exactly.
Sasa, dem, ukishamdunga ball, she's out of the market for 1.5 years.
Therefore, when she comes back, she can't have someone else?
Again, unaweza mdunga tu ball ingine, atoke market. Lakini mwanaume anatoka market gani?
Okay, Tabs, what do you think about multiple partners?
Wow, okay. About multiple partners, I'll
And this
speak
is the
from-
reality, it's actually happening on the ground. So like,
Yeah.
in as much as we try and make it seem like it's a really bad thing, it is actually happening. That's the reality.
It is happening.
Yeah.
And actually, there are certain cultures and religion that actually accept multiple partners. And I have no issue with that. But when it comes to my belief or the culture that I I familiarize myself with, or rather a Christianity that is, God created Eve only. He did not create Eve and another woman and said, now you can have these 2 women for yourself, Adam. No, God created 1 woman and 1 man. And I think that was the whole concept that God was thinking of. It should be 1 woman and 1 man. Yeah. And that's why the Bible says that a man shall leave his family and the woman shall also leave his family and they shall become one. It doesn't say that 2 women shall leave their families and a man and then the 3 become 1. It's just 1 and 1 and the 2 become 1. So personally, from my own experience, I can say that marriage actually works. Well, I don't have too much experience, but I think that it's not good, especially what Owago is saying, don't look at other people's marriages. Ukiangalia marriages za watu wengine utapotea. Why? Because left, right and center people are arguing, people are breaking marriages, people are having divorces and all these things. I'm a lawyer by profession. I do so many so many of these cases. So don't look at other people's marriages. Okay. You have your own self and he has his himself. Yes. So you come together and compromise wherever you have to and make it work no matter what.
Okay. So, Sally, I want us to come up to the issue of dating now. So marriage is a different conversation. There's always that phase where there's still munajaribu tu, you want to see if this works or not.
Yeah.
Do the rules change at that particular moment? You had mentioned that you want someone who's secure because of your job. Yeah. What does someone who's secure look like? And how then do you decide that this relationship should graduate from dating to marriage? Are there those people you meet and you just know this one is just a boyfriend? There's no way this one is going to be a husband.
Anabaki tu kwa boyfriend zone. Amu unakula tu kwa macho, you will never really proceed, you know? Something of the sort. I think going back to your point that you just pointed out, my point rather, what you mentioned in terms of how does a secure man look like? Yeah. Somebody whom when I post pictures with Kibe, he will not be like, hey, ukona fisi number 1, Kenya mzima, you know, it brings issues. It's just somebody, from his reaction, you'll get to know, Tabs will agree with me, you will get to know if this person is actually, you know, secure, has a high self-esteem, or they just have issues. The slightest picture you post on social media inakuletea shida. Ukona Trevor kazini kwa ka selfie, why were you taking a selfie with Trevor? Oh, you've gone on a road show, I hear you're with so and so on a road show. We cannot go far. Hapo utabaki by the way kwa brozone without knowing, and then tunajitoa pole pole. On the issue of why marriages are not working right now, I think a lot of us, first and foremost, what you talked about, what Owago pointed out on you know, looking at other people as an example. I agree with Tabs. If you follow other people, you'll really never get there because we are all diversified in different ways. Kila mtu na katiba yake kwake. Katiba ya nyumba ya Trevor will not work for you as katiba ya Kadot kwa nyumba yake. Exactly, na kuna BBI pale. And then secondly, I think this generation leaves fake marriage on social media. Let's just be realistic. Stop posting. I said to Nikona Machungu, no one hurt me. I know you will be asked, cannot who hurt you? I don't believe in posting Bay's picture every left, right, and center. Oh, Bay has bought me a phone. Oh, Bay brought me a watch. Oh, Bay. Who said if you post things you love the most? Who said? Who said if you post things you're the most happiest woman in the world? Who said? My sentiments. And I was not hurt, by the way.
Just to be clear.
Just to be clear, I wasn't hurt.
Owago, how come you're not posting the people you date online?
Trevor, come up again.
How come you're not posting the people you're dating online? And how long should you even date before you get married?
Did you hear what Sally just said?
What? But that was on Sally's part. This is you.
No, you don't post for people. Who tells you when you post you are successful in your marriage or your relationship?
Yeah.
No, you are not dating for Kenyans. You are dating for yourself.
Thank you.
Yes.
Why post for them?
But it's the one thing that most people want to do so that you feel like you're accepted and you're with it. You're with the team.
No, that means first you are insecure.
Yeah.
You want to prove for us something. We are not dating your woman. You are the one dating your woman. You are the one dating your man. Why post for us?
Okay.
That's why Kenyans know everything about you when you post everything.
Yeah.
So, ukikosa tu hivi, matusi bibi yako, bedroom, watoto, kila kitu.
Okay.
Yes. So, me, I think you are not proving any point to anyone.
Okay.
Do it yourself. Let people know Owago Nyiro as an entertainer. they should not know Byron Otieno.
Thank you.
Oh, you're called Byron Otieno?
Yes, my ID names bana, nikishikwa utakuja kumtafuta kwa jela na Wago Nyiro, utanipata. So, I think that's where this generation go wrong.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But let me ask you also, how long should you date before you transition to marriage? Because Andrew Kibe is saying as long as you can, but how long should you date before you transition to marriage? This is a conversation that people should have.
Trevor, that was based in our forefathers and fathers, but now it depends. You can love someone from the first day, 1 week, 1 month. You see, it depends. Love is like electricity, physics, my friend, biology. You don't force it; it comes naturally.
Okay.
So when you feel your body and your woman's body are attracting one another, you know what you want.
Okay.
If what you want, if what you believe is in that woman, is in your man,
yeah.
Move on.
Okay.
Yes.
Let me bring up back Andrew Kibe on this. Andrew, how important is physical attraction vis-a-vis all these other things that we talk about? God-fearing, secure. How important is the physical attraction?
Physical attraction is everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's everything. I mean, you tell me that I'm going to see a woman in the street. I don't see her personality. I don't think I'm online. I don't see her personality. It's physical attraction. Now, problem is, we push the physical attraction and it goes into a relationship. Why? Why not just leave it at, I'm attracted to you physically. Let's take care of our bodies. Let's reward our bodies with each other. Why do I have to buy the check her tree to mend kurasia, to mend kuhada idege? That's nonsense. Just because I liked you and I wanted to move on does not make me have to marry you or have a relationship with you.
So are you then saying that this physical attraction will last for a very short period of time? And how do you know this? Because when you like someone, why not then just stay with them?
Yeah, but you don't like someone 100% all the time. You like them in small bits, right? Kama hasa watu wengine wanakaa kwa gari hawezi ingia kwa nyumba because kuna sumu kwa nyumba. Right? But doesn't mean he hates her 100%. There are days he likes.
But
so why am I still together and be miserable?
Yeah. But you know, the Rurasho that you're talking about is mostly just to honor the parents. If you want to formalize a union.
Marriage, by the way, you should know something, Trevor. Marriage has always been a very public thing. Okay?
Okay.
It's a public thing. And now people are taking it to social media. There's no difference. When you go and take a woman to your mother, right? It's a public thing. And your mother and your father sit down and then you have a whole event when you can call relatives. That's a very public affair.
Yeah.
It's not private. You cannot keep it private and say, now this is the woman or this is my man. It involves us. So when you go, that's a affair.
Yeah.
But if you want private, never know.
But Andrew, there's an interesting question here from the producer who you like. She's saying, does the career levels matter in a relationship? Can you date someone who's out of your class or lower from your class, depending on what you think?
How is that possible? Are you mad? As a man, you always date chicks who have less chums than you. In fact, I even said this one time. If you're living somewhere like in Kileleshwa, the chicks you're going out with are Proko Isambu or Kayole.
Why is that important, Andrew?
It's important because when this chick comes into your life, because she's coming into your life, you're not doing it to hers.
Yeah.
Right? She needs to come into your life and be wowed by everything that you do. Oh my God, I've eaten a pump. To get a woman not level.
DJ Tabs. Tabs, the things I hear in these conversations are just What do you think? First of all, for you, how long should the dating period be? And can you date out of your class? Because in your list, I didn't hear anything about financial stability or even career.
Yeah. Okay, so when it comes to how long should you date, first of all, let us consider that dating has a purpose. You don't just date for the sake of dating. That can say I have a boyfriend, I have a girlfriend. No, you're dating for a purpose. So the first thing you do is when you're entering into this relationship, know what you want. Okay. Where do you want it to head? How long do you want to know this person? And I'd say take a minimum of a year or so, because there are so many things that you need to discover about this person. You will never discover everything, so don't take too long. Don't take 10 years when you're still dating. No, that is too long. 6 years, that is too long. I mean, you can never know this person 100%. In fact, you can never know yourself 100% until you get into marriage, because there are some things that you'll start discovering about yourself that you didn't even know. Why? Because you've gotten into a new space, into a new chapter of your life. And the new chapter of your life comes with different things. So don't say, I'm going to date this person for 10 years so that I can be able to know them 100%. That will not work. After the 10 years, you'll find yourself now arguing all the time, and you're like, why did we do this? We dated for 10 years, and then now suddenly we are in a relationship and everything is haywire. So I think for me, I'd say the bare minimum should be maybe 8 to 12 months, and then from there you can do maybe 2-3 years. I think that is sufficient time for you to know someone, and then now from there you can be able to take it to the next level.
But what is the difference, Tabs? Because even if you date for 10 years, are you trying to say that then when you're married you don't have a choice, so you have to stick to this person? Why don't I just date you for 10 years, and if it doesn't work we just leave each other? So that I don't feel like the only reason I'm staying in this relationship is because I'm married. What watasema nini kwa ground?
But that's what I'm saying. When you're dating, why are you dating? You know, you have to date with a purpose. You have to get into this relationship with a purpose. Are you getting into it for marriage, or are you getting into it for co-parenting, or for just staying together, saying we are dating for some time until the time we call it quits? You know, everyone is different. So you have to know what you want. You personally as a person, you have to know what you want before you go now to your partner. Now you sit down with your partner and discuss, what do you want? Do you want us to get into marriage? Do you want us to have children? Do you want us to do the ratios? Do you want us to date until the day we call it quits? Do you want us to just be co-parents? Do you want us to have an open relationship, an entanglement? You know, these are the things that you should discuss with your partner when you're getting into dating, or rather before you even start saying that we are in a relationship.
Okay, I have to take a quick break here on Daybreak. When we come back, we're still talking about this issue of the dating formula. Does it work? What is the right way forward? For DJ Tabs, you date for like a year. You should know that person, 2, 3, 4 years, commit. We'll find out from the rest of the team what they think in terms of the time frame. Should it be 10 years? Should it be 1? Should it be 4 months? Back in just a bit.